Hi, everybody. It's Season 1 2, and welcome to parts 3 and 4 of In a Flutter Valley. So, the episode starts up, part 3 starts up with the pony still on the bench and still Max, still gnawing at it. And they gnaw through, and the ponies fall. Fizzy ca- creates a bubble to lighten the fall. Most surprise dumps the cuddles into a huddle. Yeah, apparently, and then then they all get out the water and baby cuddles. Well, three baby cuddles, but it's Galax, Cupcake who talks for her, says her she hurts. So they decide to take her to Phobobia. Why in the world they wouldn't do that? Would do that? I don't know. Meanwhile, in Flutter Valley, the Bumble, Haviz, Meek, and Draggle are getting ready to take the Sunstone. Meek and Draggle decide to cast a spell to create a fake rainbow. To trick the Flutter ponies if they get real. Meanwhile, Bumble and her bees decide to take the Sunstone off its pedestal, and the Flutter ponies run after her. While they do that, the witches sing "Dark and Dirty," which is another one of my least favorite songs. And this is probably one of and the reason why is because I just don't like the witches how they sing. I get it, they're witches and not supposed to be pretty. Makes they could have had a better singer. Anyway, back um the floor boys who are who are flying after Bumble, and they see it, and they eventually see the sunstone. And what happens next is they get covered by honeycomb. Of course, we also see um the ponies who are still running from the stonebacks, and Gussie tries to basically blow them away, which it doesn't work. And that's the end of part one. Of course, when the end of part one, the flood ponies are captured. Part two, we see them still captured, and they decide to basically break the honeycomb that they're getting captured in. But Bubble decides that she's gonna cover them in honey. Yeah, honey. See that they pour it in, and Sting, one of our right hand men, decides to tell her can't quit to stop. You don't want to jump. So she does, and they'll, covered in honey. And as we know, covered in something sticky, you can't move very well. So we then turn our attention back to the ponies, who have finally made it to Fababia. And I'm telling you, this is probably another one of my least favorite songs because it's a good song, sings so hopefully by the Furbobs. What is people to sing? And they sing Natures in Harmony while fixing Baby Color's leg, which apparently they use what's called a steamer, and it fixes a leg, and eventually, and while this is happening, also Morning Glory escapes, but is caught because his wings are still so sticky. She can't fly very well, so she gets caught yet again by the bees. And Bumble decides to tell Sting to to keep watch over her. And they go back to, and then we turn attention back to the ponies, who have decided to go back to Paradise Estate and Dream Valley, but decide to help the Burbons take care of the Stonebacks. And they decide to go find the flood ponies. Eventually, we turn our attention back to. And by the way, during all this, the Sunstone apparently is getting. Bumble also is starting to eat so much honey, so much nectar that she is stuck. So she decides to take a nap, and then eventually and then they eventually turn back to the witches who are watching the sunset they were playing polo. Well, when they watch ball, when they use a turtle, and Hydia wins, and they also ask, when will Flow Valley start to wilt? And it's when the sun sets, which ends on a cliffhanger. Anyway, tomorrow we'll do parts 5 and 6. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys on the next video.